And when I say it doesn't have to be, I really do mean it doesn't have to be. We're currently week 3 of our Ultramarathon training block. This is episode 2. And today we're going to be looking at my latest 25-kilometer long run. And I've got game-changing tips that I've used as a hybrid athlete to go from barely running 5 kilometers 6 months ago to now preparing to crush 50 kilometers in December. Let's go. Such a beautiful morning to be running. So we're 5 kilometers in. I'm currently running at a 5:50 minute per kilometer, and for my Americans out there, it's about a 9-minute mile. So we're not fast. We're just cruising. Heart rate's 140. We've got to settle in. Still at 5K. We haven't just fully settled into this run. So more kilometers and just we'll ease through. We start feeling good. As the miles and kilometers build, so you get to past 25 kilometers or 16 miles, your body will automatically align your heart rate, sweat, breathing, and rhythm. For me, I find that about 8 kilometers is the magic mark. My mind switches off. I relax into things, and this gentle alignment. It's almost meditative in the way that I can just relax and settle in. It's not run as high. It's more like a gentle flow state, and I think practicing finding this, I think, is vital. And as tip number 1, has made a huge difference in me being able to build up to this 50-kilometer ultramarathon is learning how to relax and learning how to settle into my run bit by bit. And there are a few little cues as well that I've used to help settle in. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the neck is a massive part of this. Breathing through my nose as my heart rate stays below 149 and 50, breathing through my nose remains possible. And really it's about not looking at pace too much. You want to basically manage your effort and not panicking. Like not thinking, oh, I'm not ready, I'm not running well, this is not right for me. It does take time, and you build that with practice. And it's taken me 6 months to get to a stage where I can settle in at 8K. I suspect that as I improve my running and I continue to kind of keep pushing, then it gets easier and easier every single time. 10K done, 151 heart rate, now about a 5:45 minute per kilometer. Just gradually warming into the run and settling in now. Feeling pretty good. Trying to keep hydration levels up, and we'll have breakfast at halfway. See you in 2.5. We are 12.5 kilometers in, and it is warm. We're still managing to hold the heart rate in a 151, which is awesome. We're in good shape and the pace is picking up, but just getting used to this heat out here on the coast. And coming from the UK, it's still taking me time to adjust, and even now it's only 6:15 in the morning, but it's probably 17-18 degrees, and when it comes to December, high summer, it's going to be even worse. So now it's time for a quick breakfast and then back on our way. Intra Run Fueling is so imperative. For me at the moment, I'm trying to adapt to the heat, I'm trying to adapt to sweating more, so I've got to boost electrolytes, my hydration has to be on point, but even just carb intake is so vital. Bonking out on a run, so running out of carbs, running out of energy, can really kind of stagnate and really stop you in your tracks when it comes to endurance running progress. So it's vital that you're fueling right before and during and after workouts, so you always have enough energy to keep hammering away. Recently I found these Morton gels, Morton Gel 100s have been great for my stomach. They combine nicely with the G1M Sport and electrolytes I'm taking, so I don't have any issues running to the bathroom mid-run. I don't have any stomach issues. I get the occasional burp as I'm running along, but being able to have these carbs on hand and have this fueling on hand also makes me far more confident going into the run, and not get too worried as I'm running well out there past 35K. I do like these Morton gels. Tasty. Would recommend. "15 kilometers in, heart rate's bumped to 153, but it's under control. Time's come down to 5:38, 5:40 minute kilometer, so 8:30 miles or so it's good. We've got to just settle in, still got a while to go. 10K left, so we'll just take our time and let the pace gradually ease up as we move through. 5:43K to go. Beautiful. Tip number 3 is breaking out of the Mafetone Method, or using the Mafetone Method to your advantage. So for me, I'm a huge fan of the MAF method, max aerobic heart rate, which most people around 108 beats per minute, minus your age, so me being 31. 149 is the top end of my zone 2, my MAF zone for building aerobic endurance. And it helps you build confidence and it helps you push through runs. So if you're running on Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, my easy runs are, it really helps me know that I have energy in the bank and I can take these almost really easy and just build kilometers. I have found on a Saturday workout runs though that breaking out to the MAF method and breaking out and actually pushing your heart rate forward and have trusting in the aerobic endurance you built in your legs using that method is equally vital. Like the pacing of a long run for me at the moment is key. As it stands, I usually push 50% of the run within Mafetone Method, so I try and sit around 149, 150 beats per minute. It allows me to get to the halfway stage. I know for most people, this is not perfect. It's not great for ultramarathon runners, it's not great for marathon runners who want to hit a time, but it helps me as a hybrid athlete build confidence. And building confidence is the key to building up from 5, 10, 15K. As soon as I get past half, when I run 50% of the distance, I then like to kind of speed up I will push slightly. And this is where it gets outside of actually into marathon timed or workout times. So instead of running at 5:45, 5:30, I'll pick the pace up to 5:15 per kilometer, 5 minutes per kilometer. And then if I'm really flowing into the last 10, I'll finish at 4:50 or 4:40 per kilometer. And for me, it all depends on how I'm feeling. It depends on the performance of the run. But being able to break out of Mafetone Method, break out of that heart rate zone and finish strong, but not be out of breath is I think is imperative and vital as a hybrid athlete who a lot of us are carrying more weight from a lot of time in the gym. We have to build these runs, these long runs gradually and not gas ourselves in the first 5 or 10K.
20 kilometers done. I have to admit we're at 155 heart rate, but the pace is slowed to 5 to 6 minute kilometers just to look after the legs slightly. I think the heat, as we knew, has affected me. Got to get used to this, so yeah, it's all good. 5K left, quick water break, and then we'll just ease our way back in. No stress. We've got dolphins in the river. As you do. $25K done, but there's no niggles, no cramp, which is good, and we settled in pretty well. The pace held up. My heart rate, I think average heart rate is like 155, 160, so under control the whole way. I just ran out of gas at the end, so got to prep better, eat better. We've now got 3 more long runs. We've got a 30K next weekend and a deload week after that. Then a 35, a 40, and that 40 will be the last long run, and then we're into taper. It'll be a 2-week taper into the ultramarathon. So yeah, feeling really good. Now it's time for a very cold shower and coffee.
And that is episode 2. So again, very focused today on that 25 kilometer run and the impact that as a hybrid athlete we have on moving ourselves through from these early 5K stages growing into 50 kilometer long runs. Next week, we're going to look at another long run, but also deadlift work. We're going to go down into a day in the life of the ultramarathon prep and look a little bit more closely at how combining weightlifting and running has so many more benefits than just physical and mental on your general well-being, your health, and how you're feeling moving forward. So yeah, again, see you in the next one.